When I first started here, we were at a time where the school, really the numbers were going down dramatically. So when we moved from the old campus to this campus, I think we only had about 450 students in the boys division. So that meant that our graduating classes for the first 3 years here were they were less than 100. And now we graduate about 230 a year. So that culture has changed right there in the fact that there's more students that are going to school here, more faculty going to school here, or teaching at school here. Now the girls division came on board and they added another 700 or so students there. So think about 450 and now we have roughly 1650, okay? So what's changed is we're now in the top classification in terms of all of our athletics. We have the ability to offer more clubs, more activities. The culture piece is always hard to talk about though. You know, I don't know what culture means. I've been here the whole time, so I'm a part of that culture, I believe. And I've been here all that time and I haven't left. And if you could rewind the clock to when I started in 1981, I bet I'm 90% the same as I was then as I am now, okay? Mr. Taylor is still here, and I can go on with a few other people. No one's been here quite as long as Mr. Taylor. He's getting his 50th year this year. So, but the students are the same, and that's how I always look at this, is what never changes are the students. Do they know more than back then? I don't know. Maybe technology lets you know more, but that doesn't mean that they're smarter or not as smart. But culturally, they're just students, and I love every one of them, and I teach them all the same way, and I would hope that every teacher would say the same exact thing, that the culture has changed because of our size, but that's probably the only reason. Okay. All right, so this is in keeping with what we were doing the other day. It's a multiplication problem, but to be quite honest with you, it's just a reducing problem. So, I mean, if I look at the facilities that we had back on the old campus, I was coaching freshman baseball, and we had basically a weed patch that we played on, okay? And guys would grab the ball and would hurt their hands because the stickers were on the ball as they picked it up to throw. So talk about facilities. I mean, I think that's the key component. And guys that graduated years ago, when they come on this campus and they say, oh my gosh, this is like going to college. And it is. That's the piece that is so very different from that other campus. You don't have the college students being around, and we have our own facilities. We do what we want to do. We don't have to worry about we're going to get into their graduation or into their mass. But interestingly enough, when I was a student at Regis College, before it became Regis University, we had Mass of the Holy Spirit, just like we have here every year. And when we had it, it was with the high school. So the college students and the high school came together for the Mass of the Holy Spirit. And we still have that tradition. That is still here. And so that's why I say nothing has really changed. We're bigger, we have different facilities, there's more of us, there's more students, there's girls on campus, but they're all just students, and we're here to teach them. Winning that first state basketball championship, I will never forget that. The excitement that was in this school was unbelievable. I mean, it was so cool going to those games and seeing the student body and then seeing the alumni all come back and sit with the student body. And then we thought didn't have enough with one, so we won the next one the next year, and it was, I don't know if it was better or not. I don't think it could have been better. And then we thought we'd do it one more time just for the fun of it. So, but that first one just sticks out in my mind. Being a basketball player in high school and competing against Regis all those years, I just remember them having great teams, but we never seemed to get it to state, and suddenly there it is, we won it. So that to me would be my greatest moment here at school. But we used to have a 6-period day, and all 6 of the classes were dictated for all freshmen. They took the same 6. All sophomores took the same 6. All juniors took the same 6. And seniors finally had the ability to take 1, maybe 2 electives. And somewhere down the road, and again, it's been a while ago, we decided that was a mistake, and we needed to open up the schedule. So this all started a long time ago when we added the 7-period day. So now we have our rotating schedule, and you now take 7 classes. So things opened up tremendously. Every year now, every student had the option of taking some electives, freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior. Well, then we realized that if we only put academic classes in that time, we're making it worse. So now instead of having 6 classes, you have 7 classes. So we said, how can we change that? And so the obvious way to go was, let's add more fine art classes. Suddenly graphics arts came in, and the speech and debate came in, the speech classes, the theater classes, all of these other classes came in there and were just natural fits for students to do what they love. We're sitting in the room right now that we didn't even dream we would have 2 years ago. And suddenly we have this beautiful room, and it's opened up this class. That's why I'm here talking to you guys right now. So it's just to give everyone an opportunity to stretch in other ways. We're all not going to be working as an architect. We're all not going to be scientists. We're all not going to be mathematicians. And so we're trying to meet the needs of every student that walks in this building. Well, first off, if you'd have ever told me that I was going to be here for 34 years, I would have said, no, I'm not going to be here for 34 years. I'm going to be here for maybe 10. If you would have told me I was going to be in administration, I would have told you, you're wrong. I'm not going to be in administration. If you'd have told me I was going to be the principal for 7.5 years, I would have said there's no way. So there's so many no ways that I've stepped over these years, and now I'm back to where I started. I'm back as a teacher and enjoying that. I'm only part-time this year, but the ability for me to grow as a person, to understand the needs of our students, of our faculty, of our parents, of our community, has just been tremendous. And I mean, I still walk around here like I'm an administrator, I think, and I don't do that intentionally. It's just, I think that's how you are once you were in that level. I don't try to be the principal when I'm walking around, but I just think that I respect what this school has done for me so much that I want everyone to respect it the same way that I do.